My pleasure comes from pleasing my partner and having her pleased.
Right.
And that was what turns me on. So I'm looking and feeling of body signals and signs. When I touch your arm, what kind of reaction I get? When I touch, I've never had nobody kiss me on the back of my leg before. I was just.
You heard what he said, ladies. Men will do that. They'll just try things. Here's the thing. If you like it, it is important that you respond.
Absolutely.
Respond. Give the moan.
Absolutely.
Give the O. He's got to know that what he's doing, you like.
But wait a minute, is it a sin?
What is what?
Playing with all this stuff.
Let me begin by saying
what the Bible say about all these lotions.
Wait a minute, y'all.
These vibrators.
Wait a minute, y'all can't be taking me this fast. Wait a minute, Lord Jesus. Wait a minute, Angie, take me slow. You know how church people are. I'm slow. Come on.
You know what?
Okay.
We're gonna hit the brakes because I got good news for you.
Come on.
How to say not nan thing.
not a nary.
Okay. Is a toy, I promise.
Okay.
This is everything about showering, moisturizing your skin. This is lotion.
Okay.
I think you picked up some body boost. That's actually a skin tightener. It has a little caffeine in it. So all of this is just bath and mid body. I promise.
Okay.
I promise. I would take it slow.
Okay.
But you mentioned something, and you said, can you repeat that one more time?
I think she said that. What about the men that's not able to please their women? But I'm curious of what you're going to say about that. So that's why I made sure.
Come on with it, Andee. Be you.
So, real deal. Life is literally a journey. It is a school. We are constantly learning. And when you learn, you grow. And when you grow, you change, right? We all have to learn. There's not one male that when he began his sexual journey knew exactly what to do, knew exactly how to do it. Fast, slow, in between. Not one. He had to learn too. Now, he learned partially on his own, and then he learned partially with a mate. He did. All men. Now, I have this wonderful, it's kind of a funny story. A young man, friend of mine, he was saying, look, when I was younger, I was with this particular young lady, and we were intimate. He said, I thought I was doing something. I mean, I thought I had that thing down. He said, and then we were playing around one day, and she had hopped on my back, and I had her on my back, and I was just, messing around and going through the house. And she said, wow, I wish it felt this good when we were really together. Oh, my. Now, let me tell you something. We both fell out laughing, of course, when he said that, because mind you, we're older now. We're just recounting stories. And when I tell you we fell out laughing. But I say that to say this. Everybody learns. And anyone that's not willing to admit that when they first began, it was that there were some choppy moments. There were some things that they had to learn, male or female. I promise you they're lying.
I think you're right, exactly right. I mean, but I didn't get on early age. I didn't get too much self-awareness early on. I thought it was a waste of time because it was never end results. I'm like, this ain't working. I mean, I eat, I get full, I see the results. This ain't happening. So that wasn't part of my life. But nevertheless, I think you do change and you do learn and you communicate. But it's just so many, with black women, it's just so many have just a disposition already just about sex, period. Because whatever they either, their life, their experiences, what they heard, whatever it is, that's just something that they almost have a block on. If you even have a conversation, when you mention sex to come up, it's almost, you can see them freeze, them lock up and kind of go. And so it's hard because because so many women just really are not sexual. So you can't learn and try to explore when you don't really care for it.
So will y'all get mad at me if I ask y'all with them toys, what's up in that bag? You have
no
that bag?
No.
I want to see what's in this bag because
I was.
I think this.
I want to see what's in this bag.
The learning journey, especially for Black women.
That's
one of the reasons why you need to tune in. Because there's nothing wrong with exploring your body.
Absolutely.
Not only is it nothing wrong, it is actually preferable. There is absolutely no way as women that we can communicate with our partner about the things that we like and how
Lord,
we
I ain't got
like
that
it
yet.
if we do not explore for ourselves. You cannot
Lord.
share any information with anyone else.
Realize
You cannot, you have to get to know your body. And as women, our bodies change all the time.
Your body at 60 years old.
Oh my
Oh, they
goodness.
said you get. Oh
with,
my gosh.
Look, with
because I think
patience,
mentally you learn because mentally you let go of some of those things that held you back before that wouldn't allow you to look in some things because of what I felt or what I was taught or what I learned. Now you're a little bit more mentally mature. You're spiritually mature, and you're able to say, you know what? I'm gonna take this mirror and look at myself. Now hold on. I was going back to this. This is a real story, Andy. I told Dee this earlier in here. You know, it was a woman. Meet this woman. We having conversation. This ain't the first time we met, so we've been having conversation. But sex comes up. And so I'm curious. I said, well, when was the last time you had sex? Because she asked me, when was the last time you had sex? She said, 2 years. The funny guy that I am. I said, woo, boy, you must go through batteries like it ain't crazy. She says, I don't have any toys.
Okay.
I said, you don't? I said, girl, you gonna get carpal tunnel using Laugh again. I'm a funny guy. But here's the thing. There's a method to my madness. I'm having these questions. And then she says, oh, I don't do that. I said, wait a minute. Now, seriously, I said, wait a minute. You haven't had sex in 2 years. You have no toys. You don't self-please, no whatsoever. And yet you're sitting across from me and telling me that you like sex. Why would I want to date you and go, and I've already told you I'm on a date for marriage. Why would I want to date you impossibly when you are, as a guy, you talking about hearing red flags from a woman's standpoint? You know what I'm saying? Tell me, Andy.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that your thought process is, okay, she's not going to be very open. If I try to date her and we get ready to be intimate, she's not going to be very open because she hasn't, right.
To nothing.
Because
so there is no way you can communicate. You have your PhD. You can't communicate enough. You can't try to do, you can't because the disposition is set that I don't. And that is what I'm saying is more the norm than not.
But y'all don't understand. It's a lot of women out there that haven't experienced this kind of stuff.
And that's true.
It is growing up.
But see, you have a different because you haven't experienced it. But you're willing to. You just said, I'm married and I'm willing. That's the crux
of the matter, right there.
Are you willing? Toys to that? No.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You heard it right now, and you're willing to try right now.
But listen,
well, not at this very moment.
But listen,
well, not at this very moment.
Y'all taking me real fast.
Dee, you gonna have to get on this train because this train is moving.
I'm trying to get on the train.
You know what? But see that you keep it up.
I'm gonna let y'all get there. I'm from H-Town. Y'all ain't gonna get the best of me. First of all, I'm from H-Town.
She said, y'all taking me fast, but then she said, what's in that bag?
I'm from H-Town. Don't get it twisted.
Well, you gotta jump on this train because it's moving.
I'm on this train because I'm gonna train get some other folks on this train too.
Come on.
Because it can save marriages. I'm serious.
Yes.
So many people, even in relationship, you can have the finest dude, athlete, whatever. You can have a minister, they still a man at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
And everybody wants their little
And they're going to do what they want to do.
That's what I'm saying, right?
No matter what you're doing.
A lot of times in relationships, this man said, okay, I want this woman, a virgin, she good. I want somebody like my mama, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, don't act like when we got in this marriage, I had a long gown on. You knew.
But you expect me to flip a switch and turn you out? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. And
Tuesday night put the lights out under the covers.
swing from the ceiling fan.
Yes.
And you want me to go and get ice cubes and all
And there's
this
a lot of ladies that have said that exact
you ain't been off the train too long because you got ice cubes and all that.
What you do with them ice cubes, D?
Yeah.
Tell us about the ice
I be
cubes.
watching this Netflix stuff. They be showing everything on the black movies and Tubies.
Tubi.
And you wondering how they doing that?
Tubi could do R-rated movies. They didn't have no good. They would really be an extra. I be watching stuff on Tubi. I'm like,
they be taking me so fast on Tubi. I have to take a break. And you gonna want to take a shower, you go eat, you have to go get your Bible. They take you fast on Tubi. I ain't lying. Nighttime,
You sit in front of the TV, pressing on the brake with your foot.
And you be like, and then your husband sitting over there, and then people calling. But for real, so you get this husband or your boyfriend, significant other, and you don't know how to please them. But if you take out the time to teach an individual, do you have time to teach?
So here's how it goes.
Okay.
I tell women, you learn on yourself and you learn with your man. Learn both. Do it. You're gonna have to burn that wick from both ends. So here's the thing. Let's say I want to try something, and I say, okay, baby, I want to try a little something. My husband, he's open. He's like, okay. So now that's me. That's me taking the initiative, saying I want to try something.
Okay.
His end is being acceptable and saying, yes,
Gotcha.
we can try something. Now, when the act begins, we try, and let's say the first time I tried, fail. You don't get upset. You don't beat yourself up. You don't argue about it. The best thing to do is laugh about it. And say, baby, we're going to try that one again because, boy, that one, and just laugh about it. You are in each other's arms, in your bed. Just laugh it off. And then keep on doing what you're doing.
Okay, what about the time, an instance where your man brings a new maneuver to the bedroom? Because I've heard about this.
Right.
And you're like, where you get that from? You must have been out in the streets.
Oh.
Well, but that happens on both sides of the fence sometimes.
It does.
And all of a sudden, I've been doing it all these years. Now you come here and say,
Changing things up.
Hey, baby, let's do this. I'm like,
he
the
was
first thing I'm
right.
thinking
On that.
Yeah. You're thinking, where did she get it from? And she's thinking Tubi.
But see, I think I'm one of those. I think I'm like like husband is that I'm pretty open. But I also have a different mindset. My pleasure, if I want to be as selfish as I can be, only thing about myself, my pleasure comes from pleasing my partner and having her please.
Right.
And
that is what turns me on. So I'm looking and feeling of body signals and signs. When I touch your arm, what kind of reaction do I get? When I touch, I've never had nobody kiss me on the back of my leg before. I was just rubbing, just kind of going. You see and learn. But you know what?
Which is why it's important. You heard what he said, ladies. Men will do that. They'll just try things. Here's the thing. If you like it, it is important that you respond.
Absolutely.
Respond. Give the moan.
Absolutely.
Give the O. He's got to know that what he's doing, you like.
Because there is a method to, I'm not saying everybody, but there is a method to the madness. I am poking around, even though you might be playing. You might be just playing around doing some things. But you know what? You get a reaction because you can sometimes get it and you was surprised. You're like, because you jump. Did I hurt you? It's like, no, that felt kind of good.
Actually,
you like that?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Well, I tell y'all what, we getting ready to take a break.
Okay.
But I tell you this, when we come back, I want our viewers to understand, I want you to come on with it. And Tony, we open the door for you, okay, to come on with it. I know you're sitting back, but we got to come on with it because our viewers have to understand, all serious aside, all jokes aside, a lot of times, like myself or individual church-going women and stuff, you need to know how to please your mate. I think that's very crucial, especially in black marriages. And we're going to talk about this a little bit more. That's why they say the black men going to the white women. Because, that's what I'm saying.
Let's talk about it.
We're going to talk about that a little bit.
How they say it, just
They doing that because that's what they want to do.
But wait a minute. Those are things we don't want to talk about.
Wait a minute.
What?
And I understand that we want to be able to please our mate, but I have to be able to please myself. And unless I know my body,
there you go.
What I like,
You cannot.
See, that's why I like Lorraine.
See,
that's church girl right there.
Here's the thing. Lorraine is in the 10th percentile of women.
So where you say I'm at?
You should be at my parties.
telling you,
If
you not
if
even on the
be at my
train.
parties, you would say
Get on the
if you
train, D.
Hold on, listen.
D, you're not on the train.
Y'all ain't
Listen,
told me
listen
where
to me, listen
where
to me.
I'm at.
Like she said, it's a lot of women
Yeah,
out there. So
it
we're
is.
talking a lot of women.
We're gonna
but
take a break.
10% is she's in the 10%
Team.
that look at, hey, I want to learn myself.
Tune in,
We'll
viewers,
be
in
back.
about
It's more than that.
We'll be back.
We will be back.